Russian progress in eastern and southern Ukraine is being closely monitored as it appears Russian forces have stepped up attacks in the region. After refocusing their offensive from northern Ukraine and the capital Kyiv, Russian forces are now seeking to take complete control of the Donbas region in eastern Ukraine to create a land bridge from Russia to Crimea, territory it annexed in 2014. In the latest update from the Ukrainian military, its spokesman said Russian forces were focusing their efforts on blocking and trying to destroy Ukrainian units at the Azovstal steel plant, where soldiers and civilians have been hiding for up to 2 months. With the support of the aircraft, the enemy continues the offensive to take control of the factory, Ukraine said in its update Thursday morning. Another 344 civilians were evacuated from the city and suburbs of the southern port city of Mariupol and are on their way to the Ukrainian-held city of Zaporizhia, President Volodymyr Zelensky said in his evening address. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said Russia had made uneven progress in the Donbas region, after weeks of supply and repositioning efforts. Nonetheless, the U.S. and its allies are rushing to send additional security assistance amid an intensifying Russian offensive in eastern and southern Ukraine. Former U.S. President George W. Bush and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met via online video conference, where Zelensky invited Bush to visit Ukraine. Bush in turn expressed his support for the president and the Ukrainian people. "Your courage is very important for further success. If you continue to do what you are doing, you will always have our support if you continue to fight as you are doing now," he said, according to the Ukrainian president's office. Bush also called Zelensky the Winston Churchill of our time, according to a statement from the George W. Bush Presidential Center. Zelensky expressed his appreciation for the support from the U.S. and America. "Americans are sincere and open-minded people, and I feel that. We have the same values. I feel it from the heart," Zelensky said, according to the president's office. Intelligence shared by the U.S. helped Ukraine sink the Russian cruiser Moskva, U.S. officials told NBC News, confirming America's role in perhaps the most humiliating blow to Vladimir Putin's troubled invasion of Ukraine. A guided missile cruiser carrying a crew of 510, the Moskva is the flagship of Russia's Black Sea Fleet. The ship sank on April 14 after being hit by 2 Ukrainian Neptune anti-ship missiles, U.S. officials said. Moscow said the ship sank after the fire. The attack came after Ukrainian forces asked the Americans about a ship sailing in the Black Sea south of Odessa, U.S. officials told NBC News. The U.S. identified it as the Moskva, officials said, and helped confirm its location, after which Ukraine targeted the vessel. The U.S. did not know in advance that Ukraine would target Moscow, officials said, and was not involved in the decision to strike. Maritime intelligence is shared with Ukraine to help defend against attacks by Russian ships, the officials added.